everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. Alright. I want to get into this fight night preview video. The fight's that's taking place Saturday, August 27th, 2022. The fight's going to transpire in Tulsa, Oklahoma on ESPN, ESPN Plus. Top ranked, Bob Brown, all those guys. The main event is going to be between Jose Pedraza and Richard Commey. All right. It's going to come on at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 10:30 Eastern Time. All right. Jumping to the card. The main event is going to be a 10-round contest of junior welterweight. Junior welterweight is 140 pounds, if you didn't know. Jose Pedraza and Richard Commey. Jose Pedraza is 29-4 with 14 KOs, 33 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'8" with a 70.5-inch reach from Puerto Rico. His last fight was a unanimous decision loss. I repeat, a loss versus Jose Ramirez, when Ramirez was 26-1. Actually attended that event March of 2021. That wasn't 2022. I wrote 2022, but I know that was March. I could have been 2022. Shit, maybe I did write it right. March of 2022. All right. A key opponent Jose Pedraza has, I guess, what's his losses? I'll just list his losses for you guys. As I just stated, one of his losses from Jose Ramirez. His other loss from Jose Zepeda. His last two losses were from Vasil Lomachenko and Delante Tank Davis. So he's lost to, the top guys at the weight and at, the previous weights. So it's nothing to be ashamed of, losing to the guys he lost to. All right. Let's get to his opponent, Richard Commey. Richard Commey is 30 and, I was going to say 50. Like, this nigga ain't fought on 50 fights. It's crazy. He's 30-4 with 27 KOs, 35 years of age. Damn, he's 35. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch reach. He's from Ghana, but he's living in the Bronx. His last fight was a unanimous decision loss. I repeat, a loss versus Vasil Lomachenko, when Lomachenko was 15-2. And that fight transpired December 11th, 2021. All right, a key opponent Richard Commey has on his record was a second-round TKO loss versus Teofimo Lopez, when Lopez was 14-0, and that fight transpired December of 2019. Yeah, man. Both fighters are coming off losses, man, and need wins bad. So let's see who can pull it out and, get the win. I got Commey. Unanimous decision win, Richard Commey. All right, let's get into the next fight I want to talk about. It's a 10-round contest of heavyweight. Heavyweight is the big boys. Between Jared Anderson and Manuel Guzman. Jared Anderson is 11-0 with 11 KOs. And, he's 22 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'4" with a 78.5-inch reach from Toledo, Ohio. His last fight was a second-round TKO win versus Alexander Telesco, who was 17-1. And that fight transpired December of 2021. Jared Anderson has no key opposition at the moment. All right, let's get to his opponent, Rover Cannon. Rover Cannon is 24-2 with 16 KOs, 28 years of age. He's from Montenegro, but he's living in Serbia. His last fight was a second-round KO win versus Nicolo Madrid, who was 4-2, and that fight transpired March of 2022. I was looking on Rover Cannon record for key opposition. He has no key opposition as well. Yeah, man. I got big baby Jared Anderson with another KO win, man. Keeping his KO streak alive. I got him advancing to 12-0 with 12 KOs. I don't know which round. I say, shit, man. 5th round KO for Jared Anderson. All right, let's get to the next undercard fight I want to talk about. It's a 6-round contest at heavyweight. Heavyweight, as I just stated, is the big boys. Between Richard Torres Jr. and Marco Canedo. Richard Torres Jr. is 2-0 with 2 KOs, 23 years of age. He's a southpaw. He stands at 6'2". He's from Tulsa, California. His last fight was a 1st-round KO win versus Roberto Silva Jr. when Silva Jr. was 2-1-1. And that fight transpired, last month, July of 2022. Richard Torres Jr., he has no key opposition at the moment. I mean, he's 2-0. That's to be expected. He's also a 2020 U.S. Olympian. He was a silver medalist at super heavyweight in the 2020 U.S. Olympics in Tokyo. He's an Olympian. I don't know if I said. I thought I said he was a 2020 U.S. Olympic. Let's get to his opponent, Marco Canedo. He's 4-2 with 2 KOs. 31 years of age. He's from Mexico. His last fight was a 5th-round TKO loss. I repeat, a loss versus Alexis Barea, who was 5-0 at the time they clashed, March of 2022. Canedo has no key opposition. I feel like Richard Torres is going to make easy work of his opponent, who has 2 losses in 4 fights. Yeah. Richard Torres is an Olympian. It's different. All right. I say, I don't know, man. Easy work. It's a KO for sure. All right, let's get to the next undercard fight. It's an 8-round contest at heavyweight as well. Heavyweight is the big boys. Between F.A. Ajaba and Joseph the Moros. F.A. Ajaba is 15-1, 12 KOs, 28 years of age. He's an Orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'6" with 85-inch reach from Nigeria, but he's living in Stafford, Texas. His last fight was a unanimous decision loss. I repeat, a loss versus Frank Sanchez, who was 18-0, and that fight transpired October of 2021. Yeah, man. F.A. Ajaba, I was looking on his record for key opposition. I looked no further than Frank Sanchez, man. That's where he suffered his loss from. Yeah, man. And it was a big loss, man. F.A. Ajaba was supposed to be, that the next guy at heavyweight. That fucking Top Rank was pushing him along, to be that. But he met Frank Sanchez, man, and got upset. I wouldn't say upset because Frank Sanchez was an undefeated fighter too. But yeah, man, I don't think that's how Top Rank wanted that to go. But yeah. Let's get into his opponent, Joseph the Moros. Joseph the Moros is 14-4 with 3 draws, 10 KOs, 37 years of age. He's an Orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6'1.5". He's from Hungary. His last fight was a 6th-round TKO loss. I repeat, a loss versus Alfonso Lopez, who was 32-4, and that fight transpired December of 2021. Joseph the Moros has no key opposition. He's coming off a loss as well, so both fighters trying to get a win bad. I got F.A. Ajaba getting back to his winning ways, though, and scoring a KO versus Joseph the Moros. I say a 5th-round KO for F.A. Ajaba. All right, let's get into the next fight on the card. It's a 6-round contest at junior welterweight. Junior welterweight is 140 pounds, if you didn't know. Between Delante Tiger Johnson and Harry Gelati. Delante Tiger Johnson is 4-0, 3 KOs, 24 years of age. He's an Orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'11" with a 71-inch reach from Cleveland, Ohio. His last fight was a 3rd-round TKO win versus Augustin Kacharski, who was 8-4 with 1 draw, and that fight transpired May of 2022. Delante Tiger Johnson has no key opposition, which is to be expected at 4-0. Tiger Johnson is a 2020 U.S. Olympian. He lost in the quarterfinals of the 2020 U.S. Olympics. All right, let's get to his opponent. Harry Gelati. Gelati is 8-3 with 3 KOs, 27 years of age. He's 5'10". He's from Massachusetts. His last fight was a split decision loss. I repeat, a loss versus Antonio Williams, who was 14-0 with 1 draw. And that fight took place September of 2021. Gelati has no key opposition. I feel like Delante Tiger Johnson should make easy work of Gelati. Gelati already suffered 3 losses. And Tiger Johnson is a U.S. Olympian. So I say a unanimous decision win for Gelati. Well, Tiger Johnson been getting on this knockout shit lately, man. Let's give him a knockout. I got a KO for Delante Tiger Johnson, man. 5th round KO. All right, let's get to the next undercard fight I want to talk about. It's a 6-round contest at junior welterweight. Junior welterweight is 140 pounds, if you didn't know. It's between Kelvin Davis and Sebastian Gabriel. Kelvin Davis is 5-0, 4 KOs, 25 years of age. He's a southpaw. He stands at 6'1" with a 74-inch reach from Long Island, New York, but he's living in Norfolk, Virginia. His last fight was a second-round TKO win versus Thomas Omolis, who was 3-1, and that fight transpired June of 2022, so a couple months back. Kelvin Davis has no key opposition at 5-0, but he's the brother of Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, man, a U.S. Olympian, and man, the fucking truth, man, the future of boxing. But yeah, let's get to his opponent. Sebastian Gabriel. Sebastian Gabriel is 5-4, 2 KOs, 28 years of age. He's a southpaw. He's from Argentina. His last fight was a 4th-round TKO loss. I repeat, a loss versus Delante Tiger Johnson. Yeah, man, that was one of them KOs Delante was getting on. And that fight transpired March of 2022. Sebastian Gabriel has no key opposition, but he's coming off the 3rd loss of his career in a row. So, man, yeah, man, he need a win. Bad as hell. Kelvin Davis, in my opinion, though, should make easy work of Gabriel and put his 4th straight loss on him. Yeah, man. Let's get to the next fight I want to talk about. It's a 4-round contest at lightweight. Lightweight is 135 pounds, if you didn't know. It's between Abdullah Mason and Angel Reberler. What the fuck is that? All right, Abdullah Mason is 3-0 with 3 KOs, 18 years of age. He's a southpaw. He stands at 5'9" with a 74-inch reach from Bedford, Iowa, but he's living in He's from Bedford, Ohio. Sorry about that. But he's living in Cleveland, Ohio. His last fight was a 1st-round TKO win versus Luis Fernandez. When Fernandez was 1-3-1. Jesus. And that fight transpired July of 2022. So last month. Abdullah Mason has no key opposition. Let's go to his opponent, Angel Reberler. He's 5-0 with 3 KOs, 18 years of age as well. 2 18-year-olds going at it. 2 undefeated fighters going at it. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'8". He's from California. They don't say where in Cali, but he's from Cali, man. His last fight was a 1st-round KO win versus Justin Medina, when Medina was 5-0 too, man. So it's his 2nd undefeated fighter he's going against in a row. And that fight transpired June of 2022. Angel Reberler has no key opposition. Abdullah Mason will be his key opposition, man. Both, as I said, both fighters are undefeated, so somebody has got to go. Let's see who can keep their O, man. And yeah, man, let's see who's gonna lay down, man, and learn how to lose. I got Abdullah Mason winning this fight. I've never seen Angel Reberler fight. I seen Abdullah Mason. He's a dog. So Angel Reberler is gonna have to be a dog to upset Abdullah Mason. All right, let's get to the next fight I want to talk about. It's a 4-round contest at light heavyweight. Light heavyweight is 175 pounds. If you didn't know, it's between Dante Benjamin and Leandro Silva. Dante Benjamin is 3-0 with 2 KOs, 20 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 6 foot even. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. His last fight was a 1st-round TKO win versus Corey Thompson, who was 4-0, and that fight transpired last month, July of 2022. Dante Benjamin has no key opposition at the moment. All right, let's go to the opponent. Leandro Silva. Leandro Silva is 3-6 with 2 KOs, 36 years of age. He stands at 5'9". He's from Brazil, but he's living in Massachusetts. His last fight was a unanimous decision loss, or repeat, a loss, versus Tony Brown, who was 4-0, and that fight transpired April of 2022. Leandro Silva has no key opposition. I feel like Dante Benjamin will and should make very easy work of an opponent who has a record of 3-6. I got Dante Benjamin Jr., man. All right, let's get to the next and last fight I want to talk about on the card. It's a 6-round contest at featherweight. Featherweight is 126 pounds, if you did know. It's between Brady Jr. and Manuel Guzman. Brady Jr. is 7-0, 4 KOs, 20 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'6" with a 68.5-inch reach. He's from Albany, Georgia. His last fight was a unanimous decision win versus Aaron Lopez, who was 6-7 at the time they clashed last month, July of 2022. Brady Jr. has no key opposition at the moment. All right, let's get to his opponent, Manuel Guzman. He's 8-6 with 1 draw, 5 KOs, 31 years of age. He's an orthodox style fighter. He stands at 5'7". He's from Nicaragua. His last fight was a 3rd-round TKO loss. I repeat, a loss versus Dominic Valley, who was 3-0, and that fight transpired as well last month, July of 2022. Manuel Guzman has no key opposition. I got Brady Jr., man, winning this fight. Unanimous decision win for Brady Jr. Brady Jr. is dog. And just like most of these young prospects are on this card, dogs, man. And that's probably why Top Rank signed him, man. As I stated, Bob Arum signed basically the whole 2020 U.S. Olympic team. And, man, he's been having them on display and bringing them along fairly nicely, as Bob Arum does. He's a Hall of Fame boxing promoter. You know, man, I love watching these young guys fight, man, even more so than, the most of the big name cards, man. I like to see how they, face different situations and how they think their way out of those situations, man. But, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this card, man, and seeing what these young fellas do, man. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, people. Rob's World of Boxing. Yeah.